We're going to put them so they're color coordinated. Color coordination. Hi, I hope you're having an amazing day so far. I wanted to do something that I find is going to be super relaxing and have lots of fun ASMR sounds. I have a pack of 100 markers sitting in front of me, and we're going to sort them and put them in color coordination. Color coordination. Coordinated by color. We're going to put them so they're color coordinated. There we go. That's what I want to say. We're going to put them so they're color coordinated, and then we're also going to swatch them on this sheet. I have 100 little boxes. Along the top, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 along the bottom as well. Now, I want to be honest with you, and the honest truth is that I already tried to film this video once, and unfortunately, my camera died. My camera died on like the 24th marker. So instead of mixing up all the markers again and sorting through them, I do have a box, and I would say about a box and a half of markers that already are sorted by color combo. Which includes all of our pink shades, as well as some of the reds, let me move this pillow so I have a little bit more room as well. Even though it's nice and fluffy, and super soft, it's gonna sit over there so I have a little bit more room to move around for you. So we have all of our reds and our pinks and the start of our yellows already sorted. We also have a box of green markers. They're separated from the rest, but they're not quite sorted. Neither are the blues or the purples or our neutral shades. So let's go ahead and start with the first box, and we'll go through and swatch them all, and then we'll get into the color combination sorting. It's early. I don't know why that two words put together is giving me a little bit of trickiness this morning, but we're just gonna keep going, and hopefully I figure it out along the way. When I was sorting through these colors yesterday, I noticed that they gave us a lot of pink, very few red, very few orange, a couple yellow, and then a whole bunch of green. So we'll go through the first couple blocks pretty quickly, but once we get to the green, it's gonna take a little bit longer. really nothing quite like the pure serotonin that comes from a nice, new, fresh marker and swatching it for the very first couple times. Now I'm going to try my best to put them in order, but sometimes the cap doesn't always quite match what's hidden underneath. You'll see that one there. That one there isn't quite what I thought it was to be, so maybe we should have moved this one somewhere over here, but it's okay. Now I have to try to remember where I was. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think this one's next. This one has to be my favorite. It's a super bright fluorescent pink. And it reminds me of the color of flamingos. Flamingos have a pretty special place in my heart. I actually have one tattooed on the back of my arm. I'm not a huge bird lover, but if I had to pick a favorite bird, it would definitely be the flamingo. So we have our first 10 all done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And there is our first row completely of pink shades. I do wish the second one over here was moved over to maybe the 8th or 9th spot, but again, that's okay. There's a million things that I do before setting up for ASMR videos to try and make it as quiet as possible. But sometimes when you have a to-do list so large, you forget the most obvious things. Now, if only the dog and the cat can also behave for a little bit longer, we might be able to get through this ASMR video without any major interruptions. Fingers crossed. Let's continue. Okay, we're officially done all of the pinks, and I think we're starting to transition into the red colors. Starting with this super dark burgundy. Maybe I'll hold it down in between my legs so they stay in order better. We are definitely not professionals here, but we're still trying to make relaxing content. Maybe this is just stressing you out more than anything. Hopefully not. Did we just use that color? No, it's that one. They all look so similar. I think next time we're definitely gonna have to lay them out on the table because I'm getting a little confused on which ones we've swatched and which ones we have yet to. Let's give it a little count just to make sure we don't miss any. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, I'm gonna pull out the remaining and lay them on the table because I don't want to get confused again. The more we get confused, the less relaxing this ASMR video is actually going to be. One of our markers is trying to run away on us. Now, I may have or I may have not accidentally swatched the same marker twice, but then it's also very hard to tell. Those two there, I know for a fact, are two different markers, but but they're looking very close to the same color. Imagine we get to the end and I've swatched the same marker twice and we're unable to swatch something. Let's hope that doesn't happen. Never had a runny nose all day. Start doing an ASMR video. Instant runny nose. Love that. We've finished the second row. And we've gone through all of the pink colors, as well as all of the red, starting into our orange. Stay, stay, stay. Thank you. Now we're starting to transition into the yellow. We've officially completed our first box. What concerns me is I think only 20 fit in a box, but we have 25 swatched. We'll have to put them back in the box and count them. Maybe I'm wrong. I've been wrong before. I might be wrong now. give me pure serotonin to see them sorted like this, though. Okay, let's count them, and hopefully we didn't swatch the same one twice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Whew. So far, so good. Okay, let's set this box to the side. Pull out all of the remaining yellow and green. Lay them on the table, because that seems to be the easiest way to do things. Let's get started. Oopsies. Please ignore the fact that I just dropped one. These colors are so similar, it's really hard to find where they belong. next two are almost exactly the same. I tried my best, but I have a feeling that there's definitely going to be some ones we wished we put in a different spot, but that's okay. Let's just go ahead and start swatching them. I could do that without knocking any off the table, but I was sadly mistaken. We are now officially transitioning into the green. It's funny to me how there are what I would consider 20 shades of green or green blue, but only 6 shades of red. I guess Crayola just really likes green. I'm trying my best to stay in the lines, but sometimes I do go outside the lines a little bit. That's a really bright green. color of green is my favorite green shade. It's actually the same color that my prom dress was so many years ago now. Stay. I'm warning you. Do not roll off this table. Stay. We finished 40 swatches so far. Only 60 more to go. I hope you're enjoying the sound that the markers make when they go across the paper. I know that I really am. And that sound, the opening and closing of the marker lid, wait, did I do this one already? Drats, I can't remember. We're gonna have to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So no, we didn't. Okay. I got too distracted by making the sounds. some markers just throwing themselves off the edge of my table right now. Silly marker, you have so much to live for. Should we do a little halfway happy dance? Here's our color swatches. $50 out of 100. We're halfway. And only one more until we finish this box. Wait a second. That doesn't make sense. If there's 25 per box, we should be finished by now. Uh-oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Okay, so we just accidentally shoved an extra marker into the box. No biggie. No biggie at all. Let's put them back now. Rolling them off the edge of the table is kind of fun. There we have it. The next 26 markers swatched. Okay, so For the blues and the purples, they currently are not sorted. So I'm going to pull them all out and we'll try and just sort through the blues. And then hopefully we'll be able to move right into the purple. The sound of markers is so distinct. This one is almost like a little blue-green, blue-gray, but it's not quite fitting in my sorted markers right now. So I'm not quite sure where it belongs. Taking me a little bit longer to sort through these. So Please bear with me as I try to figure this out. Okay, I think we have to be happy with that. But then there's this one, which definitely belongs in blue. Let's sandwich it right here, maybe? That's definitely not right, but it's probably the best we'll be able to manage. Alright, let's continue. Transition from green into blue might be one of my favorite. There's just something about a nice aqua color that just does it for me. Relaxed, and all of the serotonin is going straight to my brain from looking at all of these colors. Let's finish the next couple lines off strong. doesn't make as much sound when I open it. Or maybe it does. Maybe that was a fluke. Sounds okay. Ooh, this one's tight. For a second I got scared and I thought that I had gone all the way through the markers and started again. But I don't think this one was actually swatched. I think this might be our very last blue. Hopefully. Alright, let's put them back in the box now. Alright, on to purple we go. We're also on our very last box and a half. They really didn't give us very many purple shades, which makes my little heart sad because purple is one of my favorite colors. There's also not a lot of great transitions from blue into purple, so we're just going to have to try our best. It might be a little bit of a jump. that makes me so sad. I feel like there's so many colors that are missing. We could have had half the amount of green and given us some blue violet or something that's going to transition from blue into purple, because this is going to be quite a stark contrast. See how the green softly started transitioning into the blue, and even the orange into the yellows? And then we just have the sad blue into purple. I'm going to have to write I'm gonna have to write Crayola a very strongly worded email after this. Are you getting excited that we're getting closer to the end? If I have one more marker that eats itself off the edge of my table, it's like they're trying to run away from me. We are officially 75% done. Stay. Alright, let's stick the purple in the box. Can we fit one last one in there? Might be a little bit too tight. Maybe one more. There we go. All of our blues and all of our purples. And the two that yeeted themselves off the edge will have to go in the next box. Alright, so now onto the browns, grays, and blacks. I'm not exactly sure how I want to sort through these colors yet, so it might take me a moment to figure out. That was almost disastrous. Now I am slightly concerned that these two were supposed to belong with the blues. Hopefully we didn't make a grave error. Okay, I think we're ready. Instead of ending with black, I decided to go dark purple into black, into medium gray, into light gray, into brown, into medium brown, into dark brown. So it may seem a little bit weird going from dark purple right over to black, but I hope that in the end it will make sense. I feel like they gave us 3 black markers because I'm not noticing a difference. Between those 3 shades. We are getting very close to being done, though. And hopefully you're feeling nice and relaxed from watching me sort through all of the colors and make each individual little swatch. And hopefully watching the markers fall off the table and me drop them and my phone dinging all wasn't too chaotic for this ASMR video. But maybe that's what my ASMR videos are gonna be. Just a little bit of chaos. Just a tiny bit. Just a sprinkle. And we're down to the last 10. 10. 9. 8. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And there you have it, all 100 markers swatched. I was a little bit concerned many times throughout this video that we had messed up and that we had swatched the same marker twice. But thank goodness we didn't and we made it through. I hope you enjoyed my little marker swatching ASMR video. I hope you're feeling nice and relaxed and maybe ready to fall asleep. And I hope to see you next time.